Well, you have to ask yourself, was game one a premonition, or was it something of an anomaly? We get those in long series. For the first games, it's just an adjustment. It's an adjustment to styles and to the emotion and to the finality of things. That's what it is. And now we see Utah and New York, game number 2 about to start. And this is going to be, well, we'll see. We're underway, and the Knicks will start with it. The X-Man was absent in game number 1. Starks, oh, he didn't pull. And he's off to the outside. Starks, he'll keep it. Out to Ewing. Wants to go in. McDaniel back to Starks. Working the ball around to Starks. Starks, lay in, no good. And Mark Eaton with the rebound. They want Eaton to do a lot of stuff. That's Karl Malone, and it's a first 2 for Utah. New York is the 10th seed, and the Utah Jazz have scored first. Remember, yesterday, the Utah scored first, and then that's going to be Blue Edwards with the foul. Or maybe that is Jeff Malone. Oh, and that was a hard hit right on the X-Man.
Number 41, the 15 baby.
So down for a minute gone. Going out, this is Mark Jackson. The X-Man. The X-Man trying to get inside. Starks. The X-Man against Thurl Bailey. No. And Mark Eaton, his second rebound. Mark Eaton is looking good in his second rebound right now. He's really making an impact so far. Stockton. Outside to Thurl Bailey. And intercepted. They want to take it down, and McDaniel is fouled. So that'll be on John Stockton, and the X-Man will shoot 2. So the X-Man, and he makes the first. 2-1. Stockton will have a seat. The X-Man got it, and we're tied at 2. They bring it in. It's Utah 2, New York 2. Back is Murdoch. And it's going to be back to Murdoch again. He's going to take it into Mark Eaton. Turns and misses. And Ewing the rebound. York has to be better on the boards than they were in game 1. Game 1, they were not good on the boards at all. They ended up getting beat badly because they couldn't get a rebound. Starks. He always hits that first 3, and he does it now. He hit his first 3, and his last 2 times, he shot at 3 in a game. Malone. And a foul on Ewing.
That's his first personal foul.
So Van de Wey.
Knicks substitution, number 55.
2 hard-nosed defensive teams. They play these rules the best. Murdoch. Murdoch. Edwards. Edwards. Open. And it's 4-2. Utah wants to build the lead. They really do. But you have to ask yourself, what do they... Like, they want to build the lead. The X-Man. No. And here comes Utah again. New York without a field goal. It's 4-2. Thurl Bailey. Murdoch. Trying to go in. And he does. Malone. No, can't get it. And that time, Kiki Vandeweghe from the old Denver Nuggets, he can score. And he does. He's good. The first field goal of the game for New York is Kiki Vandeweghe. And how about that? It's 4-4. Tomorrow will be game 3. It'll be football in the morning and game 3 here. Eaton. Murdoch. Thurl Bailey. Nice little looper. 6-4. And Thurl Bailey looking good. Well, Utah, game 3 will be in New York tomorrow, and everybody knows that's Oakley, and Oakley scores. Murdoch. Murdoch. Thurl Bailey. No. Rebound, Malone. Scores. And Karl Malone scores. It's going to be 8-6 Utah. Early on, it's fighting for position. New York can't get the lead they want. That's going to be a block. And Thurl Bailey, the rebound. Murdoch. Murdoch. They're going to go into Karl Malone. No. And McDaniel again the other way. Starks to Jackson. That's Starks. He should have shot. He's shooting threes and was wide open. Gets back to him. Scores. He had an open shot earlier. He's got to shoot more. Just like that, they were saying statistically, they got to change things. So it's like that. Jeff Malone. Jeff into Karl, yes. And it's 10-8 Utah. Starks for 3. In and out. He's 0 for 2. They bring it down. Malone. Murdoch. Utah won game 1. Kind of big. They led big. Blue Edwards. No, Oakley will get the rebound. And Mark Jackson will dribble it near. 10-8. Utah lead. They go to Vandeweghe. Scored. He's got the 3 and a timeout for Utah. The score, New York 11, Utah 10. Well, I mean, it's interesting so far. New York has a lead. Now, Jerry Sloan did a great job for Utah. He's a great coach. As there's Jerry Sloan. He got Utah back. He got Utah to another championship. Remember, in '83 they lost with Adrian Dantley and all that. They lost to Philadelphia in our '83 replay. Rudd. They want to finally get one. Rudd, no. And Vandeweghe the rebound. Well, remember, late 90s New York Knicks, they were pretty solid. Vandeweghe, outside, Jackson. Vandeweghe, outside to Jackson. That's Gerald Wilkins, and he can't have it. And now the other way. Here are the Jazz. Bring it down to Murdoch. 5 to go in the quarter. Murdoch. No. And the Knicks will have the lead. Remember, they were down by 2 yesterday in game 1. And the second quarter was a blowout for Utah. It's 11-10 after 1 here in game 2 of the NBA Finals. as second quarter as New York leads by 1. Bring it out. They go off the side. Jeff Malone is number 24. He's had solid playoffs. Remember John Stockton on the bench. He has a foul. That's going to be a block. I think that's Ewing. Wilkins got it.
Wilkins. The assist, Greg Anthony.
And it's 13-10. A long shot, Jeff Malone. And 13-12 now. That's the thing. New York yesterday, game 1, they weren't in it at all. They weren't in it. And Wilkins, no. And Ewing has been absent from everything. They weren't. The second quarter blew them out, and they really weren't in it. I think they cut it close, but didn't get anything else. Murdoch, that's Rudd. Score it. And Rudd has given Utah a 14-13 lead. A 4-0 run by Utah. Wilkins will take the baseline. Score. 15-14. And Utah has a lead. Jeff Malone. Malone scores. 16-15. Anthony. Wilkins scores. And 17-16.
Greg Anthony.
So New York leads 17-16. Rudd. Back and forth here in game number 2. And we're seeing why New York, Joe Wilkins. No, Ewing. Yeah, no. He's been absent the whole series. Utah 18-17. Rudd. Thurl Bailey. The Jazz, here's Mike Brown. Score it. And the Jazz have a 3-point lead. They would love to go on a 10-0 run right now. They'd love it. Here come the Knicks. Mason, Wilkins, Ewing. Score it. And 20-19 now. So Utah has the lead. Timeout. Be timeout. Utah 20, New York 19. Game 2.
Substitution on the court. (20-19).
Utah leads New York. Mike Brown will throw it in. More minutes. Stockton. Malone. And Oakley. And here they go. Jackson. 20-19. Out to Oakley. Oakley again, he's inside, they score, and New York a lead. This is what they didn't do yesterday. Yesterday, not even close. Yesterday, Utah just got as high as 13 or 14. I forget what it was. New York is hanging close here. Number 16-16, and then they just played really well. Utah lead again. Jeff Malone, 22-21 here in game 2. It's tough. It's a close game. Starks, no. 0 for 3. And back to Stockton. Edwards. And slams it in. Karl Malone, a 3-point game. Wow. Game 2 NBA Finals starts. And they go to Oakley. Ewing, stolen away. Karl Malone, oh, blocked by Ewing. And Mark Jackson into Starks, they score.
Assist goes to Mark.
Should have gone quicker. Minute and a half. And Stockton. Malone, no. Oakley. We'll have it back. Here's Mark Jackson. A minute to go. Outside. The X-Man. The X-Man to Ewing. Mark Eaton is on the bench. He's a good player, but he's limited. The X-Man, no. And the other way, Utah by 1. Jeff Malone. They lost the 2 for 1. Lou Edwards to Mike Brown. Malone. Stockton to Malone. Karl double teamed. No, and Ewing. A rebound. 10 seconds. They might hold. Mark Jackson. Ewing and a slam, and New York leads. 5 seconds. And Utah from half court. Stockton hits! He hits it! What a shot! From half court. My goodness. You got to be careful of those. And we're at the half, 27-25. You know, that's like hitting a Hail Mary. It is. It's like hitting a Hail Mary. Malone 4 of 10 for 8. So, third quarter will begin. Utah 27, New York 25. That's almost like a 7-7 football game when you hit a Hail Mary at the end. You know, in a basketball game where you have 90 points, that's a nice oddity, but as you see, that's 5 in a row. New York had a 25-24 lead and it looked good. Now, in 30 seconds, they're down 29-25. The X-Man got it. And Xavier McDaniel now. Stockton. Malone. Got it. Thirty-one, 27. Jackson. Starks. And a miss. Jeff Malone. Karl Malone. Oh, that's Karl Malone, and they put it in. Utah by 6 now. I can't believe they had 24 points. They've scored 9 points in literally a minute and 50 seconds. Ewing scores. He switched his pivot foot there. Here in game number 2. Game 3 tomorrow in New York. Malone. Stockton. Malone. And Stockton. Karl Malone got it. They're working the ball inside. It's not easy to do, especially when you allow zones. Jackson. McDaniel. Eaton is down there against Ewing. Big, he can play zone really well. Ewing, no. And Malone the rebound. 6-point lead. They want it, they feel it. They want to extend it to 8. Stockton. Malone. No. And here they go the other way. Jackson. Starks. They got to make it 4 again. Halfway through the 3rd. Ewing blocked. That's it. They're going to get possession before the shot clock. Stockton. Malone. No. No again. Eaton gets the rebound. Mark Eaton. Oh, did you see him fall down? That was a big basket. It's a 13-4 Utah run. Starks. No. Eaton again. And they run it. Jeff Malone to Stockton. They're pulling away. Boy, New York is going to be tight for game 3. Stockton, 39-29. It's a 15-4 run. Ewing scores. And 15-6 run. Well, that Stockton half-court shot really propelled them. Just in this quarter, it's 12-6. And Karl Malone with an illegal screen. (39-31). Starks. No. And Karl Malone now gives it to Stockton. 2 minutes in the 3rd. And a foul. That's on John Stockton. He had one earlier. That's his 2nd. Oh, wow. Jerry Sloan. 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd. And Utah by 8. They've led by double digits in both the games. Gerald Wilkins. Jackson starting to see. Here's Wilkins. Knicks beat the Bulls in 7. Starks. No.
Out of bounds. New York ball. Substitution on the court.
What was that? I guess he jumped in from out of bounds, which you can't do. Get that rebound. Foot was out, and he caught it in the air. Jackson. Oh, they're going to call that on Thurl Bailey, and under 2 minutes to go, he'll shoot 2.
Shooting for New York, Mark Jackson.
So Mark Jackson will shoot. 39-31. Missed it. Remember Mark Jackson against the Bulls missed those free throws. And they score. They were in it for 1 quarter. Now they're in it for 2. That game in New York is going to be huge. Malone back to Murdoch. Jeff. It's going to be tough. Jeff is blocked. And now they got to get it going. Joe Wilkins. They got to get it going. Right now they don't. Wilkins and Mason, they get it out. Mark Jackson under a minute. They can make it 5. They got a shot. Mark Jackson scores. It's now 5. Like we said before, they got a shot. 39-34. Malone. Jeff, 30 seconds. Here's Jeff. To Brown. Scored. 41-34. And Gerald Wilkins will hold on. Wilkins, they want to cut it to 3. Oh, he hit it! Oh, that's as unlikely as John Stockton. Wow. Oh, but that wouldn't have counted. Well, New York. Gerald Wilkins, a big 3. Really a big 3. We go to the 4th quarter of game 2.
Get loud right now. It's the 4th quarter. This is it.
And here it is, 41-37. Anthony. They're going to go into Wilkins. And 1! This guy is unbelievable. Oh, if they win this game, it'll be all Gerald Wilkins. It'll be all him. He's absolutely, it's not Dominique. It's the same name and number, but it's Gerald Wilkins and not Dominique. He can cut it to 1. They were down big. They were down by 10. They've been down by double digits in both games. Gerald missed. And the other way, I guess, him and Stockton now can call it equal. Murdoch. They're going to go to Stockton against Vandaway. A miss. Wilkins a rebound. Joe Wilkins is going crazy. He's going crazy. He's just tied the game up. I never thought I'd see it, but it's tied. Utah had a 10-point lead. Now it's tied. Stockton. Murdoch. Outside, Bailey, yes. 43-41. Oh, that's big. Ewing. No. And now they're going to go the other way. Oh, it's in to Thurl Bailey. And Utah is quickly up by 4. They were down, they were tied, and now it is a 4-point game. Anthony. Gerald. No. Trying to do everything. When Utah can ramp it, they can ramp it. They want to go up by 6. Edwards. Brown. Out to Mike Brown. Stockton will get it back. It's to dish it out. Stockton scores. 47-41, a 6-0 Utah run. Here in game number 2. Greg Anthony. Gerald. No, he's missed his last 2. Wow, it's tough. I think his rain ran short. Shot, score it. 49-41, an 8-0 Utah run. Maybe a timeout soon. Utah. Gerald. They go to Ewing. Scores. Now it's 6. Can they come back? If New York wins, this would be stealing this game by far and away. They get in their bus and they will leave Utah very quickly. They'd be wanted for theft. They won this game. It would be a complete stealing it. And a foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
(49-43). Stockton, a 3. No. Oh, if he would have hit that, that would have been unbelievable. Vandeweghe. Oh, what a play to Ewing. Oh, what a play. And New York a 4-0 run. So now, it was an 8-0 Utah run, and Edwards. Gerald Wilkins lost his man. It happens. Starks. Anthony. Wilkins. Ewing. Oh my. And it's 4 again. Timeout Utah. They got to talk about this.
Utah timeout call.
This is not going to be the runaway of game number 1.
Look at this, Jazz fans. It's your Utah Jazz Jets. Substitution on the
51-47. Utah leads by 4. Even if Utah wins, it's going to be tough in New York for game 3. A very big game for New York. And game 3. Stockton. No, Mark Eaton. Yes. Huge offensive rebound. 7 total rebounds. That's his 4th point. You remember his first 2. He ended up on the ground. Oakley to Jackson. Ewing. The X-Man. Out to Jackson. Oakley. And Eaton. Ewing scores. He's been good. You remember the games against the Bulls. He was unbelievable in the ending. And Utah by 4. Stockton. Oh, to Malone. There's Charles Oakley. And Malone gets in. As soon as he got the ball inside and got baseline position, I knew it wasn't good. Jackson, Ewing, trying to get an and one, and it's out of bounds. He didn't know where he was. And now it becomes difficult. Look at Jerry Sloan. Now it becomes a defensive need. There it is back. And that's going to be marking the 6 point. That could do it for game number 2. 57-49. Jackson, and here's Ewing. Ewing got it. It's now 6. So they might have to go into fouling. There's going to be a minute to go. Stockton to Malone. No! Malone rebounds, scores, and that's it. 59-51. What a game. Ewing. No. That's it. Malone. And 59-51, they're pulling away. Stockton to Malone. Edwards. Back to Stockton. Pulls and misses. This is it though. The New York Knicks will be going down 2-0. And Utah has won game 2. They have a 2-0 series lead, but they go the next 2 are in New York. Remember that at the end of the first half? And the Utah Jazz have a 2-0 lead. They just pulled away at the end. It was tied at 41, then it was 49-45, and then it was a 10-6 to end it. Taking a look at the box score, and the box score here, the Jazz and the Knicks. You're going to notice for the Jazz, Mark Eaton, 6 points, 7 rebounds. A very good day. 2 offensive rebounds there, no fouls. Stockton had 3 of them. And the Jazz, 59-51 winners. You see they pulled away in the 4th. Field goals, Karl Malone at 20 points, 9 rebounds. Right now, Karl Malone is the MVP. Ewing, 18-4. Gerald Wilkins was unbelievable today. Vandeweghe had 5 points. He scored early and hit a 3, but that was it. New York tomorrow, it's going to be crazy. The Jazz shot better. They just had a lot of really good things, 27, 21 in rebounds. They turned the ball over 3 times. When you look, let's see. I want to see something real quick. You want to see the you want to see the calendar, but like, what do you do? Like team status, and then NBA.com. That's what we have for the lineups, and that's exactly what they had. The Jazz now in the playoffs are 13-4, and the New York Knicks in the thing 7-1, 11-4, are 11-6. So a third game. The third game will be in New York, 3-4, and maybe even 5. I'm not sure of the format. Back then, it was 3, 4, and 5. They've changed that. They have changed that, but I just don't know. I don't know the team card. There's the lineup, staff, schedule. Here it is. And Malone, the leading scorer for all of them. So it has been team stats in the playoffs. They're 13-4. You know, so they're a solid team. They're a solid team. So, well, per 100 possessions, they're about right in the playoffs. So that's them. But that's it. So I don't know where they go from here. But the Jazz are up 2-0. That's gonna be it for today. Have a great day. We'll see you later.